Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm all right, thanks.
That's good. So can I call you Kathleen? Is that what you
Yes,
go by?
that's fine. Yes.
Okay. What do you like? Some coffee, water?
Actually, I'd love a coffee. I had to come here quick today, so you don't mind. Oh, thank you.
Is that what it is? Oh,
No,
no.
I prefer one to not drink out of. Thank you. Awesome. This is good.
Okay. So is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
No, the
or-
coffee is great. Thank you.
Cool. So did you go over the intake package on your way in?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. There's just a couple points I wanted to go over more thoroughly.
Okay.
This is about relative confidentiality.
Okay.
So basically, anything you say, I'm not going to go and blab it to anyone. It's in confidence, except I can go and talk to my supervisor if need be, or if you're going to harm yourself or someone else, then I have to report that. So,
Okay. Yeah,
you good with that?
I'm good with that.
That's good. I hate this. Okay. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm from the valley. I've lived here my whole life, and I have two daughters, grown daughters, and one is married with a little girl that I'm quite fond of, close to, because I'm her grandma. Uh, my husband works in camp, and I was a EA for a while, but I've kind of, I was in a car accident about 10 years ago, and I found it really difficult to keep working. So, um, I, I look after my daughter's kid, and I try to stay active. But yeah, and it's just me and my husband. We live in a townhouse.
Nice. Sorry, just to backtrack here, is it okay if I take notes? You can look at them at any time. I just have a terrible memory.
Yeah,
That's good.
fine.
Okay. So tell me about your accident. How come was it really bad? Is it hard to recall?
Yeah, I ended up really hurting my neck and my back, and so I've sort of had chronic pain and migraines since then. So, yeah, I just find my headaches get so bad, especially after the accident. It took me about like a year to feel really well, to even walk very well or get out of the house. So, like, now, so it just seemed like working was just too hard. And I couldn't, the kind of pain medication I was on, I just couldn't get through the day with that. And it just seemed to cause too much shit at work.
Because of your pain meds?
Yeah, like, if I took pain medication and went into work, um, they'd accuse me of being drunk or something, and I wasn't. And just got tired. I mean, technically, I was probably nicely asked to retire early, but I just didn't want to fight it. I just quit. It was just too much of a hassle.
So your pain medications caused you quite a bit of grief then, hey?
Yeah, because like I get so much pain and such bad migraines, like I had to take quite strong pain medication. And I mean, right after I was on like morphine and um, stuff like that, and I'd have a hard time sleeping, things like that. So it was just difficult, when like, and the doctor says you're fine, but you're not fine. And, after 6 months, they think you should be able to go back to work. And I tried, but the pain was there, and I couldn't, you can't plan those things. So, like, I just didn't, they weren't very understanding about it, and I just didn't want to fight it.
Okay. So when do you take your pain medication?
Well, it's different now than when I first quit working. I think, I'm just always in pain, so I always have to take something. People have a hard time understanding that, but sometimes it flares up worse than others, and then, or I get a migraine, or I'm concerned I'm going to get a migraine, so I have to up it. So, I probably have to take something a little bit every day.
And by something you mean?
Well, it depends. I have, Oxycontin, and sometimes I take Ambien, I think, and I do have a lot of anxiety, so so I have taken Ativan, which is different, So but it varies, and I'm coding, like I had some dental work done or stuff like that. So I take that if the pain's bad. And yeah, but I'm not much of a drinker, so that's how I cope with things. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Other people might think so, but.
When you say you're not much of a drinker, what do you...
Well, really, I don't really drink.
So alcohol's not a problem for you? What you're getting at?
No.
No?
I might have one or two hard lemonades. And sometimes with my medication, like that, people might think I have drank more, but I haven't.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to your doctor about that? Are you allowed to mix them?
Well, I have a few doctors, for different things. Yeah, I don't think I don't think drinking's a problem, so I don't tell the doctor that I drink it with them. I certainly don't, I don't have a problem. I've had some alcohol with my pills, and nothing's ever happened, so I'm not concerned about that.
Okay. When you say you have a few doctors, what do you mean by that?
Well, I had a doctor after the accident. I don't see him very much, but I will go in every so often to get my prescription renewed.
And what prescription?
I think that one's the Oxycontin.
Mm-hmm.
But he can be a pain sometimes, so and I travel, down island, so I have a doctor in Nanaimo and a doctor in Victoria, and if my headaches are bothering me, I might go in and see them and see if I can get something temporarily.
Mm.
So, and then I have a dentist here that when I'm getting dental, he'll prescribe me stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So, has your medication ever caused any problems for you?
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today. My family isn't very supportive. And they've had 10 years of living with me in chronic pain, and they don't understand it.
Okay.
So, and my daughter's really upset with me.
And why is your daughter upset with you?
Well, she's not letting me, I've always, she's dropped her daughter off and then let me work, let me see her and take care of her by myself. And now she's not going to let me do that. So.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I had an episode, and she's kind of told me if I don't come here and get counseling, or do something about my, you know, I don't know what she calls it. She says I have a drug problem or something, um, that I won't be able to see my granddaughter alone.
So that's the main reason for your visit today?
Yeah, because I really am, my granddaughter is everything to me. I don't really have much else to do but that.
And when you say your family is not supportive, it's not just your daughter?
Yeah, like my husband and I, he just isn't, like, he just gets mad at me. Like, we don't see each other very often because he's in camp, like, for like 6 weeks and home for, a couple of weeks. And, when he's home, I try, to be on better behavior or not take so much stuff. But I can't cope. But he just says, oh, why don't you go, veg out, or, like, I can't talk to you, you're always out of it, kind of thing.
And when you say you can't cope, do you mean with the pain, or are there other things?
With the pain or the feelings, like, I have a lot of anxiety, so the anxiety gets really, I have panic attacks, and I mean, sometimes too, I just, when you're in pain, you get really down, and I just, I seem to need to take, something to boost my spirits.
Okay. Well, I just want to mention, thank you for being so open with everything. I know that takes a lot to be able to come in here. And I just want to make sure I'm understanding everything properly. It sounds to me as if your main concern today, at least, is that you want to be able to see your granddaughter again. You're not able to see her? That's right.
Without being, I think my daughter would let me see her with her present, but I'd like to be trusted with her, like, be able to be alone with her.
Okay. So she believes your pain medication is a problem.
Yeah, she's told me off and said I'm an embarrassment and I'm always out of it and I'm not safe. And, she doesn't trust me that I won't drive my car or do something irresponsible when I've taken medication.
Okay. And you don't feel it's a problem?
I didn't. I did have a little car accident recently that made her think. But normally, like, I won't drive long distances if I have a headache, and I certainly won't when my pain medication's really kicked in. But, I just needed some cigarettes at the corner store. So I, jumped in the car, and I'd had this, I'd taken some stuff, and I don't know. I just drove into the back of a car, and it was parked on the side of the road. I think it was a little far out, but, I was really groggy and sleepy, and, I think Ambien, I might have taken some Ambien. I might have had a drink with it, and normally it doesn't do that. So I think I was getting the flu too. And that car usually isn't there. But I rear-ended it. I was going really slow. So I didn't, I did hurt my neck. So that's exasperated things. Then I need more pain medication. But I didn't have to call the cops. I just called my other daughter, and she came and got me, and the car's okay. And but then she told her sister, and she freaked out that I was driving, and that to her, driving into a parked car is kind of a warning sign.
Okay, well, thanks again for being so honest with everything. So what do you think needs to happen in order to be allowed to see your granddaughter unsupervised?
Well, my daughter, she wants me, what she defined, I don't know, clear, not out of it. But I'm not aware I'm out of it. But I suppose, that I remember, that I haven't taken so much stuff that I don't remember the visit, or don't remember what they're upset about, kind of thing. I'd like to be, I guess, a little more clear.
And how do you think that's possible?
Well, I guess, I could maybe not take, the really strong relax. Like, I certainly could find a way, but it's really hard because if I don't take it, I start to feel ill and anxious. But if I knew, like, I'm maybe not take any of the medication, or only take the, I maybe could take a little bit of codeine or something. Well, during the day and maybe at night, or if I know I'm going to be on the weekend, or if I'm say I can't have anybody over. They were always saying to me, if you're that sick or you're that in pain, just don't come out of your room, or don't go out and talk to people and stuff. Okay. And so I could maybe, do that.
Okay. Well, the fact that you feel sick if you aren't taking what you regularly do, I would definitely strongly encourage you to go to your doctor and be as honest as you are here, and let him know what's going on before you make any changes to what you're taking.
I'm just afraid if I'm too honest, they'll just, cut me off.
No, that's not safe even. That's not going to happen.
Okay.